soon as I could hold a gun now, I was out on the killing fields, fighting in the war to save my home from a foe that will never yield. But we won't stop because we're brothers in blood now. We'll meet again now at the end of the line. Try not to think about what fate throws before me. Reporting for duty, sir. What's your name, son? Robert Clay Carmine. You're a killer, son. Robert Clay Carmine. You're in gear now, son. Boy, get your head down. Boy, get your head down. Boy, get your head down. You're in gear now, son. On a cold and cruel morning, under a burning sky, my brother Ram took a bullet to the head, never even got to say goodbye. The very next year, as the battle raged, got a letter from my brother Ben, signed by a Sergeant Phoenix. I knew I'd never see him again, no. But we won't stop because we're brothers in blood now. We'll meet again now at the end of the line. Try not to think about what fate throws before me. Reporting for duty, sir. What's your name, son? Private Clay Carmine. You're a killer, son. Private Clay Carmine. You're a gear now, son. Now the cities are laid to ruin, and we fight on through the years. No end in sight, no light of hope, man, don't it just grind your gears? But we won't stop because we're brothers in blood now. We'll meet again now at the end of the line. Try not to think about what fate throws before me. Reporting for duty, sir. What's your name, son? Private Clay Carmine. Private Clay Carmine. You're in gear now, son. Private Clay Carmine. Just grind your gears now. Private Clay Carmine. Just grind your gears now. You're in gear now, son. Back in your hole. Boy, get your head down. Boy, get your head down. Boy, get your head down. You're in gear now, son. Boy, get your head down. Get your head down. Boy, get your head down. Get your head down. Boy, get your head down. You're in gear now, son. Stumble from the ashes, lost enigmas in the dust. I cannot remember, though they tell me that I must. Sky is torn asunder, fear that breaks the brave will not drag me under, climb out of the grave. Make a sign or faults divine, this mark of worth I wear. Hardened are these fateful scars I bear. Stand side by side, carry all as one, we can bear this weight. Stand side by side, we won't come undone, for the hands that will carry by fate. Hold on to what you strive for. Hold on to what you fight for. Get up and fight. Break. Through the fatal leafy shade of scorching desert sands, lift the people from their pain, unite and take a stand. Reach into the future, reach into the fade. Stop out the abuser, stop that bloody blade. Maker's breath, the wind of death, it matters not to me. Be it one or none or synergy. Stand side by side, carry all as one. We can bear this weight. Stand side by side, we won't come undone. For the hands that will carry us home are touched by fate. Hold on to what you strive for. Hold on to what you fight for. Stand side by side, carry all as one. We can bear this weight. Stand side by side, we won't come undone. For the hands that will carry us home are touched by fate. For your values and fight for your friends. Fight through this blind, find the light at the end. Through the age of the dragon, through chaos and hate. For the hands that will carry us home are touched by fate. Hold on to what you strive for. Hold on to what you fight for.
Oh, wow. Okay, they're going like right now. So, bans, you can see them on the screen. We do go ahead and ban out Braxis and Sky Temple and Carson Hollow and BOE. We're going Dragon Slayer. Oh my god. Hello, friends. I swear, sometimes the way that I cast, people are like, is this pre-recorded? Those definitely do not feel like they were recorded at the same time. That's a very weird transition from one to the other. But you know what? I'm all about interesting and unique transitions. Sonya being the first one banned. Just go ahead and gets to stay in Scothos or wherever she's from. I don't know Diablo lore. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. I think it's Scovos. I think it's called Scovos. We're gonna go with that. So we do have Dragonshire. Dragonshire has a lot of emphasis on the offlaner, and then a 4-man rotation between mid and bottom. Brightwing going to go ahead and be the ban out. A little bit of targeted. Like, Brightwing is good on this map, don't get me wrong, but also feels a little targeted. Oh, my pleasure, Odd Thought. Hello, hello, Winter Star. Just to mention, I say this every time, if you cannot talk in chat, follow the channel. In 24 hours, you'll be able to. Also, if you verified your stuff with, like, email and phone, you can. I'm sorry for the beefed up security that I have to do, but I've been hate rated several times, so yeah, I basically am like, okay, if you want to go ahead and go through the trouble of authenticating, like, 50 different bots, you can hate raid me, have fun. You have Stukov, so a bit of a healer priority coming out of the Fountain Snipers. They're a little bit trying to make the healer on the side of Maximum Thrust uneasy. And seeing that, I do like this. First pick on Anduin, they're like, they're really, really, really trying to choke me out. Let me go ahead and... Also, what is that? User error? I'm glad I looked now. I would not have been able to figure that out. I'm like, what the heck is this name? It's written in Leet Speak, and I'm too old to talk about the Leet Speak with the kiddos. That was not quite my Deckard voice, but it's close to it.
This realm needs me.
Balloon, grant us strength.
So we do go ahead and have both healers coming from the Warcraft universe. We also have Li Ming being represented by Silver Jackal. Alright, we do have Anubarak and Diet Llama. Anyone, 1-1? So, Anubarak definitely one of the least fun Heroes of Heroes of the Storm for the other team. It's basically, this kid is just like, I'm gonna not let you play for like 20 seconds. Okay, not quite that long, but a while. It feels like 20 seconds. So they have taken their, I do expect to see an offlaner band out here, most likely, or no. They do go and get rid of Tassadar. They're focusing in on their damage. Sylvanas is probably more of an auto-attacker, so that makes sense that they're taking out the mage. Now, I do expect to see a tank ban here. Oh, I don't know, they've banned out 2 offlaners, so actually, you know what? Now I say that. Oh, look, La-Di-Da, the king of hots. I didn't vote for you. No, that... I said tank or offlaner. Don't ban Tychus. That's also a weird pick because Tychus isn't super, super good against a Nubarak. I mean, he's not bad, but he's not amazing. Ooh, we got the tank taunt build. And Arco coming out with Phoenix. Somebody let Tin know. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. So W Star, ooh, I didn't know the W Star play. I do not scout the matches I cast. I'm sure people yell at me about that, and they're like, if I were casting, I would look, I cast so many matches. Fuck off. So it does look like, Vacuity is going to go ahead and get onto the Deheka. W Star gets on Chromie because Li Ming is taken away. And who is our last pick? We still don't have an offlaner to go up against the Dehaka. I don't blame them for waiting until now, though. The top lane is super important, and be able to counterpick that Dehaka is super important.
Glory to the Horde.
Oh, it will not be Windblades. I can guarantee you that, Dynasty. So we're going to the game right now. Don't go anywhere. I will get your predictions up. I will see you in game, and have fun.
Leonidas drops the stun and drops the full ult. Oh my goodness, look at the health bars. It's a quad kill.
Should find the kill. Lunara will clean up that fight. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It is going to be Soul Shield. You gotta be kidding me. And Raw to take the 3v1. Gets one. Looking for the second. Crispy is popping off.
Looks like that Blizzard may connect with 4 people.
Ball, Lady Ronin! Oh my goodness, what a chat!
That was really good.
All right, and coming in here for a game number 1, we do go ahead and have Maximum Thrust, the Majesty of Malevolence. We do go ahead and have anyone playing the Anubarak. User Error is on the Anduin. W Star is playing Chromie. Diet Llama is on Sylvanas. And Vacuity is going to be on the Dahaka. On the opposite side of the battlefield, we do go ahead and have Lompico, representing Fountain Snipers, the Federation of Causing Failure. We do go have a Lompico onto the Varian. The new skin of Varian too. I actually don't like these skins, I'll be honest. We do go and have Arco coming in on Phoenix. We do have Rusty on the Malfurion. Mosley is going to be on the Thrall. Rusty playing, I already said that, Silver Jackal on Li Ming. I think that, did I say everyone? Arco on Phoenix. Arco being like nommed on does go ahead and teleport out. It's going to be just fine. Meanwhile, down here we do have a little bit of damage done, but the tower was not successfully taken out. Bridge was open for like 2 minutes. Wow, that's weird. Okay, it was supposed to be for 2 minutes. 1 second. Ignore this. I'm just redoing the prediction. I don't want to retype. Sorry about that. I had it set to 2 minutes, I thought, but apparently it was set for 30 seconds. That is my bad. I wonder why people didn't predict as much as they should have. Because I'm a big old noob. Alright, we do go ahead and have the prediction is up and roaring. We do have anyone moving back and forth. Lompico is moving down here, trying to aggress upon Anduin. A little bit of family trouble. Thrall is up here. Thrall is kind of doing mean things to Vacuity. Does get tongued, but is A-okay in terms of health. But Thrall does not have a lot of mana left. You know, down here there is a battle going back and forth. They're trying to go ahead. I keep wanting to say the Arcanauts because this used to be mostly in the Arcanauts. And I don't like learning new names. Alright, Lompico goes in. Anyone takes a lot of damage. There is a big old root comes out. Lompico is having to step back. He is a real boy now. But we do go ahead and have the mini wave does get rid of Li Ming. First blood goes inside of Maximum Thrust. Thrust is a cool last name. I would marry someone whose last name is Thrust, although I have a pretty cool last name right now. My last name is Wolf. Alright, there's the taunt. A lot of damage on Nubarak, and they do go ahead and get that. There is the root coming out onto the Varian. However, here's Silver Jackal on the other side. Goodbye, Sylvanas. That's for getting me killed last time. I don't actually think Sylvanas got them killed. User Error is the next target. A lot of damage comes through. W-Star moves forward, goes in and catches them. Silver Jackal got down to 195 health, but is going to be A-okay. Thrall moves to the middle in order to double soak, but that does give top over to Vacuity. Is it Vacuity? I don't know how to say that name. So Thrall is back up here. We do go to have a Bruiser camp being picked up on the side of Maximum Thrust. Mostly is moving back, is not able to move out against this just yet. Does go ahead, mainly tapping for mana. Thrall's a little bit mana hungry. Do go ahead and have in terms of talents, we'd have the Lion's Mock about at level 1 for Varian. We did get Piercing Light for the Anduin. Oh, Arco getting super low. We'll get shields back relatively quickly, of course. Oh, but this may be it for Lombaco. And yes, Chromie goes ahead and finishes off the King of Stormwind. Making way for the King of Stormwind. Alright, we do have a pause. I'm going to move the camera where no information that isn't publicly available can be seen. Like, Vacuity being in the middle is not really a surprise to anyone. They can see him from the tower, so it's okay to show this. Vacuity? Vacuity? So while we're sitting here, we do go ahead and have a little bit of information we can go over. We do have Chromie leading the way in terms of damage. We're only about 4 minutes into the game so far, so 15,000 to 10,000 coming out of the Phoenix. In terms of healing, we do have Rusty leading the way, 17,000. And in terms of that soak, we do have Vacuity. Yeah. Vacuity coming out with about 800 above the Thrall. Okay, Vacuity is adorable. I kind of want to use that now, but I don't just like if I know it's Vacuity, I do want to like honor their name. It really bothers me when people are just like, I don't care what you want. I'm gonna say it my way because you don't get any like ability to make decisions about your own freaking name. Like that's rude. I don't want to do that. This is a long second Arco. Just saying. Looking up here, it does like Mossy is trying very, very, very hard to clear this out. There's a lot of enemies here, and that's the thing. Thrall is kind of like Artanis in that he's a really, really, really good bruiser, but not super good when it comes to double soak. I think that may be why they've got Dahaka moving into the double soak position, because if you can keep Thrall running back and forth, you can out-rotate him pretty well. But because I don't know how long this will be and I've run out of things to talk about, I will be back when the game actually starts.
We're merry men of Skyrim, so sturdy and so stout. When the day is done, when it's time for fun, we'll drink and sing and shout. You weak-livered milk drinkers can let your throats run dry. 'Cause it's just one drink that we will sink until the day we die. Drinking mead in the halls of Whiterun, the maidens and
Alright, and we are back. So we do go ahead and have the bottom camp is currently being captured by Maximum Thrust. Meanwhile, we do have a lot of clear happening. The giants are being picked up by Rusty and Silver Jackal. Up top, Thrall mostly has managed to turn this around. Very quickly, actually. We weren't away for that long. Like, he was in a bad situation when I looked last time. Vacuity is going back and forth, mostly trying to keep out. I like how he keeps threading in and out of this so that a tongue will actually hit a minion instead of him. Alright, a little bit of a move back. It does look like Sylvanas and Anduin are going to go in and clear this up very quickly. And there is again the double soak. We actually do see an experience advantage on the side of Fountain Snipers, although not a significant one. And a lot of experience here. You just saw Vacuity leave, so this is all orange experience that's just going to whipple away. Very technical term, by the way. I should be down here. Rusty taking a lot of damage. Vacuity did burrow in for this fight. They don't actually get any kills, but there's so many super low health bars on the side of Fountain Snipers. Alright, level 10s have been reached. Tranquility comes out for Malfurion. There's a taunt coming onto Chromie, and Chromie has no health bars. She is made of paper. There's the big ol' orbital laser with fire and lasers! User Arrow is being harassed by his dad. There comes a Nubrock saying, hey, leave your son alone. Isn't that okay? There's the taunt. That is a nice triple kill coming out of the side of the Fountain Snipers. Really turned that battle around in a big way. Oh, there it goes. Mosley is like, oh, I was not planning to be joined by Sylvanas. A little bit of a battle of the chieftains right now. Where's Garage? How come we don't have Garage, Sylvanas, and Thrall all up in here? Speaking of which, where's Vol'jin? Why is he still not in the game? I said in my last cast too, Vol'jin is the best of the Orcish War Chiefs, only because he didn't stay around long enough for Blizzard to ruin his character. Mostly moving back up here. 14 stacks of Lion's Maw, 2 on Piercing Knight. A lot of back and forth right now. Lompico looking. Does go and get the taunt onto Chromie. A lot of follow-up damage. Stasis comes out. Oh, nicely done by W-Star. Completely nullified that. Arco is being taken out, and it looks like Lompico is not long for this world either. Being chased down right now by a Nubrock. There's a nice Roots that comes out. Sleepy Roots does go and get that taken care of. And Lompico will actually survive against all odds. I thought Lompico was dead 1,000%. Phoenix is back on the battlefield and going ahead and riding on out. Meanwhile, Vacuity is actually taking some damage. Does burrow right as the thing hits, which saves them. Mostly looking for this, but Essence is consumed. I don't think this will actually be a kill, and yeah, Mostly is backing off. Malfurion not down here with the rest of the team at the moment. Bye-bye, Varian. Alright, big rotation coming down to the bottom of the map. Oh, anyone actually... I'm like, that was dangerous. You used your burrow and there's like nobody was around. If Varian had been here, that would have been a dead bug for sure. Varian would have brought a big old freaking like warrior boot down. There is, speaking of big old warrior boot coming down, we do go and have a laser beam. Here's the thing: if you have like an infestation of various like critters, like roaches or spiders, and you hit it with a laser beam from space, pretty effective. I mean, that's all I'm gonna say. Pretty effective. If you're trying to fight the world right now, Rusty actually has to back off. No one else came up to support them. They're all downstairs fighting. Mosley is moving in, trying to get this done, but anyone is arriving on the scene. I don't think they'll be... Nope, they have lost bottom at this point. once again, they capture this. It looks like they're more interested in putting pressure onto the fort right now. Not really looking, but there is the engage on Arco. Arco gets stunned twice. Does manage to move out. Nice sleep. Actually stops the light bomb combo from working. There's the taunt coming down, and once again, that taunt is just so savage. Very nice kill combo coming out of the side of Fountain Snipers at the moment. Alright, a lot of damage coming through. Dahaka does retake top. His Thrall came down for experience. Both teams level 7 or 17 at this point. Reminds me of an old, I forget what show this was on. It may have been King of Queens. But someone was telling someone to dial a number and they're like 1, 8, 17. And it's like, God damn it! That doesn't help. I just realized that in my, like, the recount of the joke, I start with 187 because I'm gangsta SF. There's a sleep coming down. Silverjack will try to kill off the Chromie. Chromie's doing a really good job, or the team is doing a good job of protecting Chromie and not letting that happen. Alright, big root comes out. Anduin in a lot of trouble. Chromie goes down, as does Varian, though. Anduin outlives his father, just like in lore. Hey, Llama, you need to be a bit careful. I know that you want this. So we do have Ming going the teleport build, I'm almost positive. Yep. Like, I've seen her teleport on top of people a little bit too often for that not to be what she's doing. Alright, this should get through, and yes, mostly is upgraded from Orc to Dragon. Reminds me of those like old mobile games you play where you know you go around and you eat power-ups and then your guy just gets bigger. Like you'll have 5 soldiers, they just turn into a tank, and then you'll have like 5 tanks, they turn into like a jet. Alright, mostly just go ahead and just rub up against the wall for a while. Mostly keep it classy. Oh, I'm following the Dragon Knight, and I shouldn't be. We have a kill onto very good pressure going up against the bugs. Dahaka and Nubara coming out of the side of the Fountain Snipers. Level 20 is online on the side of the Fountain Snipers. We do have Glory to the Alliance, Elemental Momentum, Serenity. And on the other side, Chromie does pick up Piercing Sands. I do think that Fountain Snipers need to realize that Chromie has that. Because she's used it to get out of the kill combo like 3 or 4 times. This is the big 5-minute. All 10 members of the teams are right here. Big old taunt does get the pull out. We do have Chromie being taken out. There's a sleepy Dahaka. Dahaka does go ahead and burrow out. We do go and have the Siege Giants picked up. And they are moving in. They're looking for this Dahaka. And Phoenix will get it. Battle of the StarCraft heroes, and Phoenix wins. A robbing people, no one's up there. Lumpico taunted, but there's no follow-up. I miss my baby and I feel so bad. I guess my race is run. I have no idea why I'm singing that. Look, here's the thing if you don't know by now. I don't always do things for logical reasons. Sometimes I just do them for whatever. They may be looking to... I don't think they can. Although they have a full minute. Blue team's core is taking damage. I definitely agree. We've got continuous catapult pressure coming out across the bottom of the map. Now, everyone except for Anubrak is coming up imminently. There's a big taunt to Diet Llama. Does get pulled back into safety, but the core is down to 60. I was wrong. I said they shouldn't go for core. I didn't think they could do it, and I was incorrect. I apologize. Hello, Wind-Up Bird. So, looking at stats at the end of the game, we do have W Star leading the way in damage, followed by Silver Jackal and Arco. In terms of that ever-important healing, we do have Rusty doing 91,000 healing over the course of the game. In terms of that experience, we do have Vacuity and Mosley, obviously the offlaners, but Vacuity does slightly outperform. So, with that being said, let me go ahead. Talents, we got those. Here they are. Copy them down. Love them. Use them. So, somebody scamazed? Good lord. Fountain Sniper's got almost no support. And ended up getting all of the money, because I can't just cancel as much as I want to. But, oh well, I'll see you in game number 2. In the meantime, we do have a charity drive coming up in a little less than a month. Here's all the information on that. Hey there, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get into the next game in just a second, I promise. But while we're in between, I did want to let you know that on May 6th, 7th, and 8th, I'm going to be participating in Game On in Lupus for the Lupus Foundation of America. If you type !charity in chat, you can find out a link to the donation page. If you type in !bosses, you can see all of the bosses we got ready to go, because we are dedicating the weekend in order to overcoming adversity. So there's just a bunch of bosses that I've got queued up. Saves are ready, and we're going to be overcoming them, having fun, beating some of the biggest challenges that I've run into in my gaming career, and ending Lupus.
You can keep your filthy scuba, it makes our bellies bleed. Cause when we raise our flag into another dead dragon, there is just one drink we need, Nordmead. Nordmead. Chug another mead and another mother mead, chug another mother mead till you fall down. Chug another mead and another mother mead, chug another mother mead, Moria. some honey scent. That's Cyrodiilic brandy, too fruity for these tongues. You can keep your fancy out of wine, it tastes like Harker dung. Balmora Blue tastes great to you, but here we like it plain. Just fill my mug with a mighty jug of honey, heart and grey. Drinking mead in the halls of Whiterun, the maidens and the men. We swig our brew until we spew, then we fill our mugs again. You can keep your filthy skooma, it makes our bellies bleed. Cause when we raise our flag into another dead dragon, there is just one drink we need, Nordmead. 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 Another mug of mead, another mug of mead till you fall down. Nordmead. Another mug of mead, another mug of mead, warrior.
All right, we are here for game number 2 on Alterac Pass. Game number 1, Fountain Snipers did win a pretty, I won't say convincing, like it was definitely back and forth in the early game, but once they started to get a momentum, they just built and built and built. Basically, they sprung a hole in their fountain and just washed away the other team in a deluge. So we are here on Alterac Pass. I am realizing, because of the reactions people have, I probably need to re-record that promo. Because a lot of people expect it to be like just the hardest bosses around, and I'm not that good a player. So a lot of times it's just my most memorable moments of overcoming a challenge. Even if the challenge itself isn't all that difficult. Like, Ultros is freaking easy to beat, but I just loved the encounter so much. Alright, Leoric is banned out. Stukov we continue to be a focus on the healer on the side of Maximum Thrust. Now that's interesting. Very I almost said very unimportant, very unexpected. Banning out their own Anduin, even though they have first pick. Will we have the Brightwing ban? Will we have Deckard? Will we have Melf? I'm forgetting someone. Rhaegar? There we go. It will be the Brightwing. Vacuity taking Sonya first pick, leaving the heal, because that was their big chance to really chill. Whenever they ban Anduin, I'm like, okay, they're going to take like either Raycon or Brightwing and really leave the other side screwed for choices, but no, that's not what they do. Also, Gula, how are you just now following me? I am offended, sir. We have Lucio being picked up by Rusty as well as Silver Jackal on the Sylvanas. If you can't tell Gula, unfortunately it will take about 24 hours for that to clear, unless you have verified your account with your email and your phone. If you don't want to do that, I totally understand. But like I said, I've gotten a lot of hate rates, so kind of have to have extra security. If you had followed me within like a year of me starting casting, this wouldn't be an issue, just saying. We do go and have Li Ming coming out for anyone and W Star on the Mei and Li Ming. Continue to ban out. They're like, if you we're gonna continue choking your healers. I'm surprised. I am surprised they didn't take a healer. They had to know another ban was coming. For the Nexus. I still wish there was voice lines when someone gets banned. Or if it's just like, not what I expected. Oh, we do have Angelic Diablo coming out. Never mind. I do like the skin better though, I approve. I like Diablo way better than Angelic Diablo. Interesting, mostly with the Gazlowe. Now here's the thing. Sonya beats Gazlowe one-on-one unless the Gazlowe really knows what they're doing. Freaking Derivative just destroys Sonya with Gazlowe. The Light Abandoned Snowman. We also do have the Greymane coming out from Diet Llama. I think for the second game in a row, but that's interesting. So with the massive healer choke, they do go at... Oh! We've got the Samuro. So this is almost assuredly a 1-3-1 Gazlowe and Samuro in the off lanes. Or in the side lanes. Sonya against one of them, but I guess Li Ming against the other. But here we go into the game. Stay right there, and we will get right into it. Once again, predictions will come up, and we'll have longer to bet this time around. If anyone bets less than 10, I'm canceling the thing. That was a very quick load. I actually like leaned back for a second. Because usually someone takes a second, but nope, they are ready to go. So coming in on the blue side of the battlefield, representing Maximum Thrust, the Theocracy of Tyranny. We do go and have Zero Error playing the Uther. Oh, okay, I missed something. Probably because I can't see chat. Vacuity is on the Sonya. We do have Diet Llama playing the Greymane. W Star on the Li Ming, and anyone is playing Mei. On the opposite side, representing the orange team, Fountain Snipers, the Soldiers of Slaughter. We do go and have Lumpico playing the Diablo. Arco is going to be on the Samuro. We do have a Silver Jackal playing Sylvanas. Rusty is on the Lucio, and Mosley is going to be on the Gazlowe. Gazlowe, the Gas Lord. He is wearing pants. Speaking of being a Gas Lord, Gazlowe is not going to be able to do this all by himself. I don't know who you think Gazlowe is, but I promise you he can't do this. Alright, a little bit of aggression coming in. Does look like Samuro has moved up here and started to mess with them. They did get one tower, a little bit of experience lead actually on the side of Fountain Snipers. So when they came up here, no one was down, like, south for the longest time. Sonya getting picked on by Sylvanas, because that's what happens. Alright, Lompico here in the middle. They do get their mercenaries out a little bit faster, which is good and bad at the same time. Like, this does mean that the cannons will help clear it, and their own mercenaries will be able to push the other side. But it also means that the mercenaries from Maximum Thrust will be up sooner, and over time that does make a difference. So we do have a lot of damage, but still, even with all of the extra experience they're getting from these structures they're knocking down, the experience advantage is in the side of Fountain Snipers. I'm with you. I'm gothy as hell, so I don't need sleep, but it is, 11:47 for me. So Sylvanas could eventually be a massive kill thing for Mei, because a single silence will just, like, not let Mei use her survival. W Star takes a good bit of damage, but Lupko has to back out. Is he being targeted by the fort?
All right, lads and lassies, keep our prison camp from being captured and get our soldiers out of the horde. The horde's attacking our camp. Secure the cage before it's too late.
Alright, here's Gazlowe coming in. Good job not letting that go through. And oh my goodness, we actually had at bottom Sylvanas running in. They're double pronging. They're actually side pushing as well as taking the objective. These freaking mad lad snipers. You're usually not supposed to control the objective of this map when you're side pushing with 3 people. That's not supposed to happen. Beauty coming in, but Beauty may have overstayed their welcome. There is the push in from Diablo. A nice flip right as they were about to lose vision, right when they were right here. They got flipped back around, and then they were just toastinated. That's a word, by the way, toastinated. There's Arco. Bye-bye, Arco. Oh my gosh, a channel at 0.6 seconds remaining. Sonya has returned, but is moving down below. Another battle. Once again, the 3-man is just pushing one of the lanes. It is a lane right next to the objective, but granted, but they both are, so it's not like you can get away from that. They are running back right now. And of course, here comes Samuro. He is Samuro. Oh wow, I've never seen that before. They are moving back and forth. Still not... Diablo is down bottom lane. Why is Diablo side soaking? I feel like he is kind of necessary. Meanwhile, we do have Lucio and Sylvanas taking this. I love that old noise from Warcraft. It makes me so happy. Alright, a lot of damage on the Mei. Mei gets mind controlled, cannot press any more buttons, and goodbye. Mei. So it's interesting how I said that Sylvanas would be like a key to killing Mei because the silence would stop her from being able to press her buttons. And then she didn't go silence, and then she was still the key to destroying Mei. Or maybe I'm the only one that finds that amusing, but I find that super amusing. You have the Frostwolves coming out. I am an Alliance kiddo, but I've got to say the Frostwolf riders are way cooler than the Ram riders. No one's scared of a Ram. Oh, nice 3-person snowball cannon coming for the Mei. Let's go ahead and just remove a lot of the enemy from the battlefield. I do think they will mostly protect us. Arco goes in and gets hit. Nice split in order to avoid that orb. Yep, nothing really happening up there. When I said that, I meant the sport. I didn't expect Gaslow to die. We have a Leap. I'm sure Leap was instrumental. Yep, is at 44 seconds. So Avalanche, Divine Shield, Wave of Force, and go for the throat. On the side of Fountain, we have Gravel Bomb, Blade Storm, Lightning Breath, Mind Control, and High Five. Oh, this might be it for... No, Arco does. Arco is such a cheater. There's a nice siege camp pickup. Pickup. Safer Jackal moving up here to check boss. Or no, they're actually going for boss. I'm a bit... Okay, both sides are saying they realize the other team is on the other boss. I'm like, this seems dangerous, but no, they must have seen someone go down there. They're trying to move up here. Really hoping their opponents have not already gotten on boss, but they will not get anywhere near close enough. Oh, there's Gaslow getting snow. Only one person, but Gaslow going to be absolutely ripped to shreds. Arco goes ahead and runs out. Did he use Whirlwind, which may not have been the best idea? Because the Whirlwind definitely says, oh, by the way, here's the one you're supposed to target. Alright, bye-bye Sonya. So that is a 2-kill advantage, 2-1 over Fountain Snipers. Lightning Breath comes out, does a lot of decent damage. We do go ahead and have the boss pushing in here. Going to knock down the outer wall. Will they get the whole thing? The boss won't, but there's a mind control happening onto Diet Llama. Diet Llama goes ahead and leaps back in, goes for the throat, but will go ahead and go down. I have a question, like legit question. Does anyone play Semro that doesn't go for the Monkey King skin? I don't think I've ever seen a Semro not using that skin. Alright, it does look like they'll stop it with 27 seconds left, but meanwhile, over here on the other side, we've got Sylvanas doing Sylvanas things. I really like the way that Fountain Snipers is playing this, where they're just running the map. Oh, but they may have overstayed their welcome a little bit. There's Sylvanas, Banshee wailing out. Rusty taking a lot of damage. Labico is in there. There is the mind control, but it does whiff. And no, they actually get out. I thought they may have overstayed their welcome, but they did not. Meanwhile, this happened at some point. Now that's the thing, a single lane like that, the boss can clear. But it's not a single lane anymore. Yeah, this is so interesting. The way they're playing this is basically just like F the objective. We do go and have Gaslow being the Snowcall cannoned out. Vicuni did get Divine Shield, does go ahead and leap to safety, but there is the big old Gravel Bomb. Vicuni actually still alive. Be careful stepping back into that Flame Breath. And we have May taken out by the Gaslow. Gaslow did go for Hyper Focus Coils. And it looks like user error is going to go ahead and become Ghost User. This is going to be a push with no standing forts. This is Ralabad. In the words of Jonathan Prost, this is really bad. I'm sure he said it at some point. I don't even know who that is. A lot of damage onto the core. It does look like Lucio does get taken out, but the core is down to 3,000, down to 2,000, down to 1,000. Goodbye, core. Domination and clean sweep coming out for Fountain Snipers. Let me go ahead and see if I can get us a interview right quick. All right, and while we wait to see if anyone wants to join us, we do go ahead and have, in terms of damage, Silver Jackal does lead the way, doing 41,000. Speaking of which, here's Silver Jackal. Hello, hello. Oh, here is everyone.
All of us.
You get us all.
Everyone, get in here!
Hi.
So, very much congratulations. Extremely well played series. How are you guys feeling right now?
Pretty good. At least I am.
Yeah. Also good. That was a fun Lucio game for me.
So yeah, that's kind of the first question I want to ask. Both games, you guys really, really prioritize banning out their healer? Is there a story there?
It just happened that way, I suppose. Just our chief strategist Mosley. You can take that.
Yeah, it's not like the healer couldn't play multiple healers, but we didn't want to deal with Brightwing, and then we just kind of said, well, what's next? And it just happened that healer was the next one to ban, and so I don't know. Wasn't the complete strategy going in, but it worked out.
Well, definitely did indeed work out. Looking back at game number 1 on Dragonshire, it was so funny because I swear you guys had a Dragon Knight that you could get for about half the game that you weren't ever able to. Can you tell me a second about whenever you were up there and the Malfurion was trying to channel and then you ended up waking up the Interrupt? Because
What?
Waking up the sleep.
Yeah, Chad had a lot of fun with that one.
Wait,
I think I just
who's
saw
everybody
something.
mad
If I
at?
saw something low, I tried to hit it, and maybe I probably shouldn't have at times.
Yeah, they were just there, and we were just trying to hurt them. I don't think there was a bigger brain strategy than that, at least on my end.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just mashing buttons. I don't know if everybody. If sorry if it was me. Was it me? I just push the buttons.
I'm not going to name it.
It
Just
works
to,
out.
to explain a little bit more, what happened is that you were the Malfurion was about to channel for the Dragon Knight, and there was a Dahaka nearby. The Malfurion hit them with an roots and put them to sleep, which would have given enough time to channel before it woke up. But then you ended up smacking him and waking him back up.
Oh yeah, we decided we didn't actually want to channel just yet. We're like, wait a minute, let's hold off a bit and hit Dahaka a little more, just cuz, and we'll get the Dragon Knight later. That was what comms was like. So we're like, okay, we'll do that.
I do apologize for bringing that up, but it was the big moment I remember from game number 1. Let's see, I'm trying to think of anything else really stood out.
Chromie saved herself a lot with that stasis.
Chromie did. Chromie played extremely well. It was
They did well.
It was really weird realizing that you were better off taunting the tank than the Chromie because the Chromie was more survivable.
Yeah.
The tank kept Eing in and committing, and so after that point, it's time to hit the noob once his E's down. So he had a couple good engages, but we were able to counter engage.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was good.
More taunts than pulls.
I do have to say, in game 1, so you guys went Thrall game 1, and they looked like they were trying to move into double soaking, just because Thrall is not as good at that. Did you guys have any specific strategy to try and deal with that? Because it did feel like you were losing soak, except you were making up for it in kills.
Felt like the whole game we were losing, honestly.
Yeah.
He was doing great, or they were doing great on Dahaka, doing the double soak. And I definitely felt behind in soak the whole time. But when, I got Thrall in order to the 1v1 over the point. And in general, except for that time that Sylvanas came up and helped, I felt like I had the advantage on the 1v1 fight. But yeah, I was getting whooped in soak, definitely. He was doing a good job not only soaking, but also keeping us from getting the dragon. So
very much. Moving over onto Alterac, now this was your pick, and you definitely seemed like you had a plan moving into it. Was there anything specific? Was Samuro planned the whole time, or was it just the way the draft ended up?
Yeah, he's playing the whole time.
So I love seeing Samuro when I don't have to play against him.
How it goes,
That's most people, yeah.
Yeah, when you can just watch him.
I mean, it's super easy for me. I'm like, that's the real one. I don't know why everyone else can't see this.
Yeah, it's really easy when you're in the hot seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we're still in gold. Because I can't see the right Samuro.
Sometimes I don't see the right Samuro, and I just try shifting myself, and it's a mess sometimes.
So I do have to add, 'cause the way you played that map was really, really interesting. Taking the Sylvanas and just being like, we're going to, frankly, it almost seemed like you used the point as bait rather than really trying to take it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they had to respond to us, and they did. Samuro can just cap it.
Their secret strat. Careful with that. Big secret.
I mean, I just watched it, so it can't be a secret when I broadcast it to the world.
Touche.
Well, it's the last time we'll do that.
Yeah, it was
not.
Wink. Yeah.
very, very fun. At one point, I actually said, and you'll see this if you watch the cast again, I'm like, okay, so they're side pushing, and yet the 2-man is also getting objective? That seems illegal. That's not how it's supposed to work.
No, but yeah, they did a really great job.
So yeah, that's all the questions I had about game number 2. I do want to ask before we move forward, and I think I've asked you this before, but I always ask it. Where does the name Fountain Snipers come from?
It was
It's,
shortly
just a joke.
after. Yeah, it was shortly after they made Fountains invulnerable. So that just popped into our heads, and we ran with it. We didn't have anything better, so there you go.
All right, makes
Yeah,
sense.
if you look at our one of our graphics, it's like a Nova shot bouncing off an invulnerable fountain.
And just as a fun fact, whichever one of us dies the most times in a given game has to be the fountain, and the rest of us get to be Novas in our portrait.
Oh, interesting. I would have never picked up on that.
Yeah, it's a pretty minor inside joke.
All right, so I know what to look for next, Mosley.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Shots fired.
Shots fired, I know, right?
I mean, I'm looking at the score screen right now.
Oh, is it Mosley? Oh boy! All right.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
yes.
Well, that's the only reason it's me is because me Ding's not playing with us tonight.
That's shots fired.
There we go. Yep. Meeting couldn't make it tonight, so he gets
So-
off easy.
Those are all the questions that I had for you. I do. Let me go and turn it over for you for all the shoutouts I'm sure you want to give.
All right. Shout out to you. Thanks for casting. Always makes it a lot more fun. Shout out to the other team. It was definitely a good game 1, and game 2 was a fun set. Shout out to NGS for setting this whole thing up, so none of us are stuck just playing Storm League and Quick Match. And shout out to me Ding for not being the fountain tonight.
I will shout out for any friends and family that are watching. Not sure which ones that are, but if you are, then you know I'm talking about you. So thanks for watching, and yeah, also thanks again for the cast because it does make it more fun.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and thanks for the cast, and thanks to all my friends that play HOTS or don't play HOTS that have been watching our games this season. It's been cool. Saw a couple
Aw.
names in the chat, and yeah, it's really nice that folks take time out to watch us play. Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out to a couple of guys that help us out with some coaching along the way. Goliath and Hemo Santiago. Thanks for when you can give up your spare time to help us out. And thanks for Arco for coming in and subbing tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, and shout out to Odd. Thanks for watching. Got to shout out you, man.
Yeah, and I guess I'd pretty much just like to echo everything. Thank you, everyone, and NGS, everyone from the up and ups to people just playing in divisions I'm not even in. You make it all happen. Yeah, thanks to the team giving me one game on the roster this season. Yeah, it was a blast. Thanks a bunch.
All right, looking forward to finals here coming up soon. So
Yep. You guys
Playoffs.
definitely made it into playoffs. I don't think that's a surprise to anyone. But with
I was
that being
surprised.
said,
Yeah, we were surprised.
well, I mean, I guess I should say after this victory, you're definitely in playoffs, but you were first before, so that's not really a. You didn't squeak in by any stretch of the imagination.
I think based on how we thought at the beginning of the season, I think we didn't necessarily expect it to go this well. So.
Well, with that said, I will let you enjoy the after party. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Thank you.
So everything.
No
That
problem.
might be
Later.
pretty
Good
wide
night.
open, yeah. All right, good night.
All right, and with that, my name is Raka. If you don't know who I am, then I don't know how you got here. You can follow my Twitter there. You can follow my Twitch there. And we're actually going to raid over to one of my newly acquired friends. So be nice to her. That's a new friend. I forgot her name. What the heck? One second. I apparently don't know how to type.